Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And he's running in the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying the left side. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see Who are the dudes on the squad? These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. To the air, it's Childs. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
LSU 14, Oregon 7.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Childs. He's going to run it. Puts him in the spin cycle. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They're going back to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Offense facing 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter.
The end of the 1st quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Oregon 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Slips the tackle and he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Steps away to find some room. He finds his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now improvising. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Stumbled to the ground.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Trying to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal.
You could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. This quarterback part of their running game.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
To throw, it's Childs. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires to the big fella.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Can anyone catch him? And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Running back goes in motion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Buying some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Anderson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Off the play fake on first down. They're bringing heat. Looking to scramble. And that pass picked off. Touchdown, Ducks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. down after a nice gain.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Second down coming up. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
That's caught. It's Sheffield. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. LSU right back to the line. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air, it's Childs. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
He's going to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. The give out of the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Childs. Trying to get to it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 21 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Motion from the offense. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw, and then
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Childs. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Dura. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And and they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Childs. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Getting some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Got a man, it's Roberts. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we're here late in the game, and this offensive line is still getting the job done. He had all day long to throw that football here. In the 4th quarter, these guys haven't slowed down, but just not able to come up with a completion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown, Ducks! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back.